Elizabeth Barrett. So such a dog did exist, but the biography was completely, while based on actual events, was of course fictionalized. So this kind of blurring has been there for some time.
And was it Pilgrim at Tinker's Creek where Annie Dillard wrote about a dog that did not exist?
Yes.
She confessed it later, but you know, the dog was so real in this non-fiction piece. Yeah.
I'll start.
You'll start? Okay.
This is the new version of Les Miserables. Starring Ren. They are shy now. They are shy now. We went dolphin watching. Oh, sorry. We're in the middle of nowhere. All of a sudden, the truck stops. We are so afraid right now. I don't know what the fuck I will do. Oh my god. They're repairing it now. They are not afraid yet, but I know something's gonna happen. Oh my. We got company. Ah! 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 Habal ride. Salamat po. Can you see that darkness? Can't even see arcade.
I think there's something moving in the weeds.
Okay.
Stepping out to have a cigarette with someone else that he never met. Ask her if by the way, would you like to run away and try to forget it? Just not to say, to leave without saying why, to get up and go, to catch the last train, to get in some car and drive out again, to never come back this way. And so I was like, oh, that sucks, but I totally hate it, and majority of the time it just isn't as good as the Sentai. Don't say that line, it's hard to believe that phrase come up alive. Sitting in the days, take a step higher, pants is on fire, sometimes I pronounce the names you desire. you're probably tired of me.
Figure out what I wanna do with my life. I'm gonna go, apart, and don't know where I should move or not. Get down the room, walk through these like all the shit that I have to go through. I'm gonna walk around, let's just stay close, and I'm gonna make me come home too. You know what you say with it? It's all it is for me to eat. I'm burning some country, but they don't know what it's like. You say that I'm okay, just to get through the night. I know what's wrong, but it feels so good. So I shoot back, and I feel like I should. But this ain't right, and I'm already stuck. So much stuff to know. I'm coming again, but I won't let go. I won't let go of it.
Tiyak ko susuko matirna ang matibay. Kahit gaano kalakas lahat ay ibibigay. Subukan mo ako, sa iyo ipapatikim. Isang dilaw na araw, tatlong bituin na tuwin. Ibibigay ko ang lahat, siwagay wayang magil. Para sa tao man siniya na ating magil. Bisaya, Matya, Bacano, Waray, Mano, Ilocano. Iisa lahi tayo magkait sa Pilipinas.
Told you about a firefly that found itself inside my room one Saturday night in this ultra-modern city. Told you how it made me doubt if my eyes were still or rapid, if in the state of extended wakefulness or aborted slumber or extended wakefulness and aborted slumber or vice versa. You see, it is hard not to regress to a rice paddy of childhood memory, beside that tree where I used to lie in nights like this. Now I stare with countryside wonder as it blinked its way across the pitch-black room, wandering as if lost like a lone itinerant star in a universe of machines and black hole schedules. My gaze followed it, and unable to contain myself, I uttered soothing words, calm enough to pursue its panic, as it frantically searched for a port, an opening, a way out of this dark cube. I told you how surprised I was when it darted towards me, landing on my bed, beside me. I told you how I cupped it with my palms, how I peered, wondering if the brute of my disoriented state of wakefulness should crush it. I told you how it occurred to me that we were alone and close, the firefly and I, in that dark cube. So to it, I whispered instead, trust me. Trust me. That was all it took. And so I got up, opened the shutters, and let it out, my gaze flying with it as it flickered excitedly in slow, grateful elevation, never to be seen again, at least not the same firefly. I told you, and you were silent all the while, that as the night sky embraced it, it stayed for a moment with the stars, a sight of a heart breaking. Oddly enough, after it was gone, I found myself alone in the dark cube of a room in this ultra-modern city one Saturday night.
Empathy and compassion. This is what keeps the spirit of an inexhaustible frontier alive in us. This is how we hone our exploratory capacity as a species. This is how we practice hope. I began by pondering what might endure of us as individuals, as a nation, when our time comes to pass. As writers and as human beings, I think it matters less what is remembered of us than what we might inspire. Yes, memory is vital to the imagination and the health of the psyche, but not in the sense that nostalgia sweetens verse. Inspiration is not about dipping into a dusty storehouse of images. It is more about cultivating and accessing a vibrant psychic bazaar, where memories and their meanings constantly transact with present understanding to impart significance, but also to illuminate possibility, to open doors. Can we therefore help our communities to remember so that we can forget wisely? Can we, through the way we create and what we create, enlarge, page by page, reader by reader, the space of human possibility? Can we, by speaking truly and writing deeply from our diverse selves, help to defend against dogma and propaganda by articulating instead of obscuring meaningful differences? Can we demonstrate that there is another way? It does not have to be like this. Things maybe could be otherwise. Can we open doors? Can we, through our creative endeavors, help others to find and practice hope? None of this makes craft any less important than mirth or discipline less precious than restlessness. To achieve true escape velocity from the forces that seek to diminish
close and hold me fast. This magic spell you cast. This is La Vie en Rose. When you kiss me, heaven sighs, and though I close my eyes, I see La Vie en Rose. When you press me to your heart, I'm in a world apart, a world where roses bloom. And when you sing, angels sing from above. Every and soul to me, and life will always be love beyond
something better come. Open your eyes, realize all the lies in disguise. Let your ears to the cries and the lives in your minds. Take a look around you and just try to decide if you're really wise. Cause I'ma tell you that the people who run this country are the villains, and you're just another puppet in the game of politicians. It's your country, but do you really feel at home? Knowing that you're being stabbed in the back by your own? Am I absurd? Nah, this is just what I've observed. Is that they screw the same people they're supposed to serve. They talk about corruption, but their words ain't real. It really means that we're not giving enough for them to steal. All of that seems a wanga. Shots being fired. Pork down, stand man, aren't you getting tired of how clear it is that they're beating us lies? That's why poverty's an issue, but it's never a surprise. When it's all said and done, you know what I mean. It's not always more fun in the Philippines. There's a story behind the 3 stars when the sun is why the people choose to talk with the sound of a gun. Philippines, wake up! It's time to get up! All my fellow Filipinos, enough is enough! Are you feeling like you're really getting what you deserve? Are you gonna stand by as we live with the curse? Come on, wake up! It's time to get up! All my fellow Filipinos, enough is enough! No more being blind and constantly screwed. The all is proof that it's all about the money when it comes to politicians. We're all just closing dummies. I'm not saying that they're all trying to cheat and screw the people. I'm just saying that most of these leaders are just evil, playing with lives when they're innocent or guilty. The soldiers who get their hands so damn filthy. Wife is alone, raising a baby on her own, asking,
Mommy, when is Daddy ever coming home?
it's crazy, it's crazy, it's crazy, it's crazy. I can't stress it enough. It's so damn crazy. 10 billion pesos stolen by the greedy. We only need a couple hundred to feed the needy. It's twisting me that now every day's an apocalypse. The land of promise is really the land of broken promises. Rolling blackouts, and it's driving me nuts. I ain't calling down, there's no ifs, ands, or buts. All my life I've been lied to, cheated and fucked by the same people this country's supposed to trust. I won't vote, it'll be the same shit again. Promises are kept until the elections end. There's no excuse, man, I'ma tell it like it is. There will never be a better world as long as we live. Until they're gone, I'ma tell you this. Corruption in the Philippines will always exist. Philippines, wake up! It's time to get up! All my fellow Filipinos, enough is enough! Are you feeling like you're really getting what you deserve? Are you gonna stand by as we live with a curse? Come on, wake up! It's time to get up! All my fellow Filipinos, enough is enough! No more being blind and constantly screwed. Philippines, wake up! It's time to get up! All my fellow Filipinos, enough is enough! Are you feeling like you're really getting what you deserve? Are you gonna stand by as we live with a curse? Come on, wake up! It's time to get up! All my fellow Filipinos, enough is enough! No more being blind and constantly screwed. Pilipinas, this one's for you.
Okay. Before I do the fun stuff, I'm going to do a poem that I imagine if I submit it to a workshop, it'll be torn to shreds. I wrote this in Iowa years and years ago, so I met a dear friend there who's now in the audience, the poet Marjorie Vasco, who will be your panelist next. And when we spent some time in Iowa together, don't ask what we did, but we did. One of the places we visited was this place called the Amana Colony. And at the Amana Colony we saw, well, they're sort of a very strange American community. They're all strange, but this is particularly strange. And they're known for growing vegetables and making refrigerators. So while we were having cold salad for lunch, we were visiting their garden and we saw this plant. We saw this sign in the garden that said, to plant a garden is to believe in tomorrow. To plant a garden is to believe in tomorrow. I woke up at 4 a.m. that day, later that night, with this poem in my head, and it goes something like this, other things. So, to plant a garden is to believe in tomorrow. To buy a potted plant is to admit both faithlessness and need. To water the plant, perhaps daily, perhaps once in a while when you remember and the leaves start to droop, is as close to love as it gets. Other things mean other things. To light a lamp is to hide darkness in the same closet as sleep, along with silence, desire, and yesterday's obsessions. To read a book is to marry two solitudes, the way a conversation erases and erects, words prepare for wordlessness, a cloud for its own absence, and snow undresses for spring. The bedroom is where you left it, although the creases and clumps on the sheets no longer share your outline or worldview. In that way, they are like the children you never had time for. A cooking pot asks the difficult questions: what will burn, and for how long, and to what end? TV comes from the devil, who comes from God, who comes and goes as it pleases. To hide the remote control in someone's house is clearly a sin, but to take the wrong umbrella home is merely human. The phone is too white to be taunting you. The door you shut stays shut. The night is reason enough for tomorrow, whatever you believe. So remember, the calm keys will be there after the dance. Walls hold peace as much as distance. A kettle is not reason enough for tears. And the correct answer to a mirror is always yes.
23 years old. A thief. Jobless and without any known relatives. And he is so hungry. And it's so hot at the top that he's coming down. If there is something telling him. They thought he was going to jump and kill himself, which is not the fact of the case. He simply wants to see the whole damn city, with leaders who cannot understand that he too needs to work, to have money to buy something to eat, to pay for the rent of his boarding space, his bills, his toothpaste, his soap. All while the city is still angry. This man must be sent to prison. We are so disturbed. He creates this massive confusion. Sad. Sad city. Suicidal masses. Luxurious lifestyles of the rich and the famous elite. Most of the poor and the lost do not ask, where is God?
Put me in mind of the first rock concert I ever attended. In 1969, I saw the Doors perform at the Phil Forum, and I think I like this band better. I think Odd's a little more inventive, a little more alive on stage. I'm going to read a poem that takes place in 1965, 4 years before I saw the Doors. It's called Satisfaction. It's 1965, I'm 9. Cousin Danny's 15, and he's visiting from San Francisco, where he's a high diver, swimmer, runner, climber. And our backyard on Long Island, he says with great authority, is so boring. As if I didn't know that. Squirting glue into ant nests and dropping matches onto the entrances. The large black ants crinkling as they rush from their homes through the burnt grass, fleeing from the fire that's stuck on their backs. Tossing crickets into webs and watching their crazy panic while spiders spin them into little bags of meat. Catching bumblebees in glass jars and leaving them sweating in the sun, the bright shine of their yellow fur dulling in the airless heat. In 2 years, it will be the summer of love, with Danny at its front lines, bearded, heated, and beautiful. But today he shows me that if you remove the legs from a daddy long-legged spider, the legs continue to twitch and reach and jackknife as if they still had somewhere to go. And within minutes, ants locate the spider's legless, ovoid body, which they section and carry off, even as the spider watches. Does the spider see its own legs there on the patio, escaping in different directions? Does it see the boys who will do anything not to feel remorse about anything they're doing? Does it see that one day remorse will come, along with the fire and the ants? Thank you.
Okay. So this is really for those who can listen on the other side of the line. Yeah, so when I was writing this, I thought, okay, I'll just be with the words and whatever, and just allow things to flow. I say the word fuck and fucking a lot nowadays. Fuck this, fuck that, fuck you, fuck off, fuck all of this shit, and go fuck yourself. If you want to see K, see me. Because I know where to find it. It's under my tongue when I hear a motorbike roaring so fucking loud. It's under my tongue when I get so fucking pissed off with frustration. It's under my tongue when the neighbor sings with their karaoke so fucking loud late at night. It's under my tongue when I step on Gecko's shit. Fuck. It's under my tongue when I bit my lip, gossiping fucking shit. All the fucking insanity in the world today makes me say fuck, 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 fuck. But when in awe and in
this in the bush. Tedious. Going out was worse. He'd stand at our gate, look, then leap, scour the hedgerows for the sly mouse, the fields for the sly fox, the sky for the swallow that couldn't make a summer. The jackdaw, he would say, envied the eagle, Donkeys would, on the whole, prefer to be lions. On one appalling evening stroll, we passed an old hare snoozing in a ditch. He stopped and made a note. And then, about a mile on, further up the road, was an old tortoise, obviously somebody's cat, creeping slow as marriage up the road. Slow but certain wins the race, Mrs. Aesop. Arsehole, what race? What sour grapes? What silk purse? Sow's ears, dog in a manger? What big fish? Some days I could barely keep awake as the story droned on towards the moral of itself. Action, Mrs. A, speaks louder than words.
The wrong hallways. She was there. I was sure of it.
If only I could find him.
But when love finally showed up, she had a pixie cut.
He wore the same clothes every day for a week.
Love hated pedicabs.
Love didn't even know who Kanye West is.
Instead, every time I tried to kiss Love,
our teeth got in the way. Love became the reason I lied to my parents.
I'm going to Ian's house.
Love had terrible rhythm on the dance floor, but we made sure we never missed a slow song.
Love waited by the phone because she knew that if her father picked up, it would be...
Hello? Hello? I guess she hung up.
And love grew.
Stretched like a trampoline.
Love changed.
Love disappeared, slowly, like baby teeth, losing parts of me I thought I needed.
Love vanished like an amateur magician, and everyone could see the trapdoor but me.
Like a flat tire, there were other places I had planned.
Tell me that I'm not losing it. Please say everything's alright. If I tear up, will you turn away your head? My sense of self is being shred. Is being shred. Alright, this message is somewhat vague, it's just not right. Being left in the shade, let's make amends. I can't comprehend what I want and what I want to. And I guess that both as an exact song. Sometimes we're good for nothing, but
it's a store besides another small street.
The boys playing basketball in the gym to my back don't stop playing. The people in front of Sari-Sari store playing baraha card games and also drink tanduay ram. When they finish looking at the Mercedes, I see in their face they suspect who I am. I go to them and say, "Naadiri akong mama? Is my mother here?" They complete quiet all the time like they don't see me but they look me. There are 5 of them, 1 woman, 4 man. The guys have no shirt and the woman smoking cigarette and blow smoke to her cards. 10 eyes look me but no words from their mouths, like DC Angel. Reporters saying I am only man in my country, you know, who make peace for everyone. My fight stop the traffic, criminals don't do their crimen, and the military and rebellion make ceasefire. Maybe I'm only one who can visit to Armed Forces of the Philippines, New People's Army Camp, Moro Islamic Liberation Front, and Abu Sayyaf, and no firing will happen. But maybe I don't go to Abu Sayyaf because I become most expensive ransom. I bring peace because God is with me always. The meaning of Emmanuel, my name. To them, I repeat again, "Naadiri akong mama." The woman maybe finally remember and put 1 to 1 together. She bounce her head and looking concerned for me like I get lost. "Yes, Manny, she's over there, the only house made of cement." The woman stand up and point the small street beside a small grocery store. When I leave, I start hearing them go crazy to my back like there is earthquake. The boys stop basketball and run to the store. Jake, my chief of staff, called the driver to help control the people who wanna follow me. You know, I am popular in my country, but I still don't win in the election. The first time I ran for congressman of General Santos, I lose. They love me so much, they don't vote for me. So I walk to the small street. I step on dirty ground that smell like burned rubber. That smell I remember also when I'm still a boy. I pass very thin kids who stop playing to look me and shout. They run to follow me, even some of them don't wear slipper in their feet. I pass skeleton Askal dogs that bark to me. I pass more houses that look like gonna destroy. I jump of a small canal full of black water. Finally, I reach. There I see, in the back of Bayabas tree, the only house made of cement. Butterfly, to be honest to you, I almost go back. My chest start to pain, very hurting pain, and my stomach like burst. I only feel the time when I'm still small boy and watch Papa punching Mama in the body one night they fighting. I feel it again when the girl I have crushed laughing to me after I tell her I love her. I was still working in the bakery that time, deliver pandesal and monay and pandikuko. I feel same pain when they announced that Eric Morales win after our first encounter in the ring. That time I cried to God. My chest is very tight to exploding. I almost stopped boxing good for life. My soul is feel like rug. But like all those moments, I encourage myself. For my countrymen before, for myself now. So, I walk to the door that is open actually, and I see the TV showing afternoon love story drama. There, 2 little girls watching the TV. Is there people here? I ask little girls. I step inside of the sala, seeing picture frames on the wall and diplomas and face of Jesus Christ with eyes that don't stop seeing you. Not far of Jesus Christ is calendar of angel of sin wearing white two-piece. After the TV, there is a wood shelf of figurines and plates and teddy bears, big and small. After the shelf is kitchen with round table and gas stove and old refrigerator. I see 2 doors of 2 rooms. After one of the girls shout, the DI, get out of the door near the kitchen. He wear only sando and short pants. When he see me, his knees starting to shake. He know already that he is very bad shot to me. In that moment, my 2 hands, itchy like 1,000 ant, is biting me. I can erase that face from his head for just 1 swing, you know. It's gonna be hurt, but I can do it easy. Still, I cool my head. I think he must opponent in a fight because you know I don't take lightly my opponent and always think he's a champion for this fight and he's bigger than me, stronger, and I have to focus and concentrate the fight. I hold my head, but my hands are fists. Again, I asked to him same question. I asked everybody. Nadri ako, mama. Tears go out now of the eyes very fast, and he dropped on the floor like he's praying for me. Bye, Sir Manny, idol, pasaylo ako. His mouth opened wide and twisted to ask for my forgiveness. He's howling now like I'm going to chop off his testicles. The two little girls scared and ran away. Nadiri ako, mama. I asked to him again, still sounding calm. I imagine to cage my fist inside my stomach, twist it there so I don't injure him. But he don't say. He keeps saying me, forgive him, forgive him. This man is younger than me, 25, 27 years old. His nose is long. I notice his skin very clear and smooth. I walk forward to pull him up, but the door exploded and I step back. Mama fly out of the room like angry bat, her face sharp and cutting me. I see the veins of her arms stick under her skin and run to her neck all the way to her head. Ma, I shout to her. The DI moved away and he watched us too, still crying when he watched. Go home, Mama shout to me. Go home, Manny. She say like she commanding me out of the sugarcane field when I was small boy flying kite in the hot afternoon. Ma, let's go home, I say. You don't stay here. Don't forget this, Emmanuel. Mama is screaming to me. I am the mother. You are only my son. Don't forget that. I am the mother. You're not ashamed of what you're doing? I asked to her. People laugh with you. You are embarrassed in TV and radio and newspaper. They make you joke. In the mansion, they don't respect you to your back. It's okay when that happened to me. I take it. I take everything that's thrown me. Even when I still small boy. You know that. I'm built hard. That's why I'm here for. But not you, Mama. I don't want you like this. Why? You don't want me happy? Mama is crying now. I just want to happy, Manny. All my life I suffer. Now is my enjoyment. I don't care for the others. I have small time left in this world. Her voice sounds scratched. But I give you everything now, Ma. I fight myself to not cry. I give you big house, nice clothes, cars. I bring you to other country, Disneyland, Reno, Universal Studios. What more you want? The eye is quiet now and sitting the floor. He looked like he just wake up from sleep. He make me happy, Mama say to me.
And we could afford to be cold to her. We learn in time to talk our way out of our fathers. And we burn inside our genitals and sung out our unsung deaths to the very end. The house we wanted to build away from the old ones will be made of words that will not leave us alone. The stones that mark the young graves of our fictions and poems shall have been moved inside our hearts, returned to, like the deathless acacias lapped by sea breeze along the boulevard. Wherever we are, remembering our mentors' lucidities and our own increments of fatal desires, we feel the earth tug at our feet and hoist us into slow, fabled craftings. Wild as we are, we grow wings instead, stretch out and pounce upon what caught us without preparations. A shoe, Hellenic on the seashore, untoppled pyramids of peanuts and Byzantine talk on the beer table, sleepy dancing at a disco, a loose blouse puffing in the wind, and a girl's young thighs in the dark, exposed to the quick light of itinerant eye. Yeah, give me. Consider honestly this piece of stone in our city's entrails, incarnation of scrap. What genius of salvage, what cunning, what art. Its crib now molds our space, its lusty gewgaws our sight. In rut and in flood, claptrap sex of traffic, jukebox of hubbub, I mark your pride of zigzag, heeds no one's limbs nor light. I sense our truth laughing in our guts. I need no words to fix its text. This humdrum phoenix in our street is no enigma. It is a lesson in history, sweating in a tight corner. Its breakdowns and survivals compose our book of Revelation. It may be the presumptive engine of our last mythology. Look, our macho incarnate, sweat towels long round his neck. He collects us where the weathers of our feet strand us. He travels with his household gods, with the Virgin of sudden mercy. Our collective memory, he forgets no one's fair, nor anyone's destiny. See how our countrymen cling to this trapeze against all hazards. All our lives we shall be acrobats and patiently survive. Our bodies feed on proximity, our minds rev up on gossip. We flock in small spaces and twitter a country of patience. Here is our heartland state. When it dreams of people, it returns empty to itself because it has no power of abstraction. Abandoned to itself and in no one's care, jeepneys caroom through it. Nights I lie awake. I hear a far-off tectonic rumble. Is it a figment of desolation from that reliquary of havoc, or out of its dusty hardihood, the obduracy of mere survival, a slow horde of thunder from underground spirit of endurance?
If you follow me in Facebook, this all have come out. Variations on the biblical line, comfort me with apples, lure me with laurel, garland me with garlic, banner me with banana. If I ever mellow, pummel me with pomelo. Filipino layha. The sound of one hand clapping, the sound of one ear flapping, the sound of one cane tapping, the sound of one coin flipping, the sound of one willow weeping, the sound of one security guard napping, the sound of one kiss sa imong apple. This poem, the setting is a workshop, or to be more exact, about 2 weeks after the workshop of 1970, 44 workshops ago. I was quite a young man then. I could swim 1 mile non-stop. I was so strong I wrestled with an alligator. But I'm quoting that from Muhammad Ali. Anyway, on the beach, that's Silliman Beach. A girl came with me to Silliman Beach one afternoon around 5. Not because she liked me, but because she hoped to reach the one she liked through me, his friend. I was slow to see this, but when I did, I tried a ploy. Makes me cringe now to recall it. I told her, pointing to Sikihor, I'd swim to the Witch's Island without let up unless she called to me. This was years ago, 40. But the girl on the sand, clasping her knee, my shout reaching her ears, remains young, 18 years to the second, and clearer still her voice, though it never came across the rivering dark water. Doing the math. How many women in my life? Enough to make a movie, woman times 0. How many women in my life? The impotence of being neither Ernest Hemingway nor Ernest Borgnine made it 0. How many women in my life? There were many, but not one believed me. How many women in my life? Only one, i.e. next to 0. How many women in my life? Countless as the stars when only one is shining in the sky. How many women in my life? Just one, but I could never from her twin tell her. How many women in my life? Only one, but sometimes she's 3, sometimes 9. Ad infinitum. This one is serious, no? Terrible love and war. With her back to the camera, no one can miss the point. She's leggy. From side view, it's the upright ones. Here is magic. One is seen invisibly. Facing, it is the eyes, and nothing needs to be askew. Short and t-shirt, strip, unveil the goddess. Paris under a tree, looked in those eyes, and plummeted the devil only knew. Man and woman were the fruit to be had. The animal wired, hooked up to the weird, God forbade, a song by Hammerstein. Where's the place on earth where the earth will not move? Where one might guess the stranger's name like love. And if all the world, even darkness, proves a flash as in E equals MC square, we awake really too from the nightmare. I howled at everything that resembled the moon. If pantomime without a sound, silence is full of such sounds in the night. To goal is Gothic, picked what seemed a bold film sideways, and though it was not, soon found the weapons of mass be damned. We loved it face to face. We loved it. We loved doing it face to face. Our faces lit, albeit it was dark, and you mouthed my name that trembled on the brink, the death of us, lifeward bound.
1. I concealed poetry under a rock. X marks the spot. You have to find it. You have to wish for a map. Make love to a pirate. He is, of course, one-eyed, yet king in the ship of the blind. Times the royal patch over the dead calm eye is whipped alive by wind, blows like a storm over his do-rag, the scruffy rest of his get-up. Borne aloft from fore to aft, circle of cloth, trails a tail, swings by the heads of merry everyone, a whipping treasure in air, against azure, aquamarine, cyan, cerulean, cobalt, against all blue. 2. The ship rocks and rolls, sways, knifes through a tribe of horizons, a very forest of very deep drownings. Aloft aboard you kiss, you grope, you entwine till truth asks for a cigarette when you light each other's fire. 3. The guttural love reaches shore. Your bare feet touch the sand. Butterflies evolve around your ankles. 4. You are a lady in search of changelings, enamored of the right proper way there is. That is religion, or spirituality, or carnival tent revival, or TV. Talking heads on anthroposophy. But that was then, and this is now. You move quickly, just passing through, you say. The real thing, as you sense, is deeper into the brawny land. 5. Your womanhood must cover acreage, while studying the brittle code on parchment, following the recipe, as it were, winking at forks in the road, blinking like fireflies, like angel dust, like chiffon and shavings from cinnamon and chocolate. The trails laugh at the enterprise, but lightly, wishing it on, blessing the motion with tide and typhoon. Monsoon soon droops over river and pumice, where the sun plays by himself, getting west for the rest of the planet. 6. You mother him so, just so. Ipso facto, you sing life into marble and porphyry, called for a break in weather. In the boy's eyes, geology, genealogy, to the village narrates to tail smoke curling from common hearth, hearts ablaze with the wisdom of sorority, sorcery. 7. You have earned final passage. You have shown passion for navigation. The map leads you onwards towards X. 8. Jungle's edge is picturesque where you find the spot. The rock that protects the verse from itself. Excited, hair crying, Allah, you sail a hand into the shallows, not so deep, still crystal clear. And when the water reaches your wrist, dragonflies bloom from the starry twinkling. 9. It is time for fingers to grasp the rock, to clasp the mass that makes up the rock, plus some lichen. 10. You lift the dripping weight, but do not look at it. You have to see what lay under. Why, it welcomes you. So very, very softly, you begin to know that you have found what you are looking for, and that my poem has also found you. Thank you.
Pick up the pieces and build a Lego house. Things are wrong, we can knock it down. Put your words have two meanings. There's one thing on my mind, so for you. It's dark like cold December, got to keep it warm. You've broken out, we bend you and keep you sheltered from the storm that's raging on. I'm out of touch, I'm out of love. I'll pick you up when you're getting down. And out of all these things I've done, I think I love you better now. I'm out of sight, I'm out of mind. I'll do it all for you in time. And out of all these things I've done, I think I love you better now. Paint you by numbers, whether you're in, and if things go right, friend, put you on a wall. And it's so hard to say it, but I've been there before. Now I surrender up my heart and swap it for yours. I'm out of touch, I'm out of love. I'll pick you up when you're getting down. I've done. I think I love you better now. I'm out of sight, I'm out of mind. I'll do it all for you in time. And out of all these things I've done, I think I love you better now. Don't hold me down. I think my braces are breaking, and it's more than I can take. It's like a cold December, I got you to keep me warm. If you're broken, I will mend you and keep you sheltered from the storm that's raging on. I'm out of touch, I'm out of love. I'll pick you up when you're getting down. And out of all these things I've done, I think I love you better now. I'm out of sight, I'm out of mind. I'll do it all for you in time. And out of all these things I've done, I think I love you better now. I'm out of touch, I'm out of love. I'll pick you up when you're getting down. And out of all these things I've done, I will love you better now.
Where's the author? What would you suggest?
Tony, Annabelle. Kukuhanan.
Oy, facing there! Facing there! Facing like this!
Oh my God. Kukuhanan.
Oy, facing there! Facing there! Facing like this!
Oh my God. Wala na. When are you going back? You're going back to Cebu ba? Sunday ka?
Hindi, Saturday.
So see you around.
Yeah, see you around this.
Later.
Nung pumunta ako, wala talagang view. Ang sama.
Ano ginawa mo nga na?
Nag-Southern Luzon trip ako from Manila down to Legazpi.
Bakit?
Wala lang.
Sige.
From Manila, Tagaytay, Batangas, Naga, Legazpi.
You tell us, I'll introduce you to our friends there, mga riders. Things like that.
Yeah.
And I hope Joby is also there. Kasi he's based I think in Manila.
Oo.
Pero ito yung parang ano nila, garahe.
Naman has a tendency to get stolen, di ba?
Oo nga. Maybe they have an organization and then lagay nila lahat dito and then may babayaran sila to pay, to watch over.
I want to experience life in a boat. Have you read Slow Boat to China? Slow Boat to China. Ay, hindi. Ano ba yan?
Bigyan mo ko ng mga reading sa prose sa FB
I remember my Tisha about
yan eh. Yeah. Kaya kailangan you have to do it properly. From biology siguro.
That is what distinguishes Gabriel Garcia Marquez from Fyodor Dostoevsky, Nick Joaquin from N.B.M. Gonzalez. Each one has discovered his own distinctive subject. To speak, to write, one needs to be aware of the difference between communication and expression. When one speaks, language isn't the only medium of communication. There is body language, gesture, facial expression, tone of voice, the very occasion for speaking. Communication implies community, communion. That is, one shares in and draws from his community's outlook or worldview, values and beliefs, biases and prejudices. When one writes, language assumes a different character, a different life. It becomes the sole medium. It becomes a singularity of expression. More than communication, such expression has a certain power to move and persuade, by which even a community's outlook, values. No, I enjoy doing that just to please myself. Sun in the night horizon bleeds the sky that spills the peacock stain upon the sands across the murdered rocks refuse to die. It is your absence touches my sad hands, blinded like flags in the wreck of air. And catacombs of clouds enshroud the cool and calm involvement of the darkened plains. The stunted mourners here, and here a full and universal tenderness which drains the soft and golden breath of sky comes there. Now, as the dark basins devoid of space, some sudden crickets ambushing me near discover vowels of your whispered face and subtly cry. I touch your absence here, remembering the speeches of your hair.